Good evening, everybody. Hopefully you can hear me and can see me. So in the comments, if you could just let me know if those two things are working okay, and then at least I know I've done something all right. Hello, Big Ears. How are you? Hello, Chris. Hello, Fairbro123. He's asking me to hurry up. I'm here now. Thank you. Who else we got in here? Paul, hi Wickham Hiker. Derek, good to see you. And West Yorkshire Bushcraft Camping and Survival, welcome and congratulations for being first in. I'm very impressed. So how are we all this evening? I've just raced to the fridge to get a beer, London Beer Factory. Thought I'd get something Londony for you. I had this one before actually. It's quite nice. So we'll just crack this open. Anyone else? Oh, there we are. Evening, JB. How are you? It's my first time of using this StreamYard thing. I did try live broadcasts months and months ago, maybe a year ago actually, just doing it just normally, and but I thought I'd give this software a go tonight. I can put your messages on the screen, I think, so we'll give that a go in a second. Hi Tim. Cheers. Hello Andy. Cheers everyone. Had a good day. So Derek's just opened a beer. What are you drinking? What are you drinking, Derek? Something. Sports Direct giant mug of Yorkshire tea for me. Hello Beyond the Horizon. Thank you for joining. Yes, you've spoken about that Sports Direct mug before, haven't you, Big Ears? So going for the Yorkshire tea tonight, Saturday night, big mug of tea, why not? I think I was Tim, actually. Yeah. I don't tend to do them. I'm not a mad fan of doing the lives, as you know, because I haven't done many. But I thought it was about time. I thought it was about time that I did one, and done a bit of planning this time. I think last time I just kind of switched on the computer and hoped for the best, but I've actually given myself some things to talk about. So I tried to be a little bit organised. Hi Angela, welcome. Hello Robin, good to see you. Welcome. So yeah, so I've got this button apparently where if I click on your comments, they'll appear on the screen. So if you've got any questions during the next hour or so, and you want me to answer them, and I'll put them up on the screen, and then I'll do my very best. I've got questions for you as well, actually, to kind of get things going. Who else we got in here? Snork Herder, hello, welcome. So we got. Hang on, let's give this a go. So from West Yorkshire, Bushcraft Camping and Survival. Hello, mate. So is everyone ready for the 12th of April? Freedom. I am so ready. So ready. I cannot wait. I don't know about you guys, but it's been far too long. It's been absolutely ages. And there's been a few times where I've actually asked myself, can I remember how to wild camp? Which sounds a bit silly, but it's been that long. I've actually not done a wild camp since August last year. And that was the summer one that I did with Gray's Outdoors, where we got in the canoe. You might have seen it, and we did a 2-day kind of canoeing camp. And I haven't done anything since then. I've done a lot of videos, obviously, but because of the various lockdowns and family commitments and everything, it's just been really, really difficult. It's been frustrating. I'll tell a lie. I did get a camp in November. So those of you that have seen the Tricology UL80 sleeping mat review, I suppose I could class that as a camp because I did test it out overnight, but it was a garden camp. So there you go. It wasn't quite wild, but it was a garden camp. Who else has arrived? Hiking with Rosie. Hello, Mark. Do check out Hiking with Rosie. Great channel. Robin. I'm just getting to grips with this software, Robin. Bear with me. Oh, there we go. Any plans to come up to Scotland for some hiking and camping? I'd love to. I'd love to. That is definitely on my list, Robin. And anywhere, was there anywhere you'd recommend, Robin, as a first camp for me? I mean, I've been to Scotland before, but I've not done any wild camping in Scotland. So, any tips? Gratefully appreciated. The biggest challenge for me is time, and just kind of balancing it with family. I'll come on to that in a bit, actually, but I'm a bit restricted on times. I have to kind of build that time in and travel and everything. But definitely would love to come up to Scotland. Hello, Chris H. Welcome, John. I'm not too bad, thank you. And Andy, can you say hello to my missus, Michelle? She's feeling left out. Hello, Michelle. Don't feel left out. Please don't feel left out. We're all friends here. Please join. Right, bear with me. Oh, there we are. So I've worked out how to put your messages on the screen, but just working out how to take them off. Right. Oh, there we go. Brilliant. So Robin, you're saying the Cairngorms is great stomping ground. Yeah, it is a bit of a mission. I don't know whether I'd drive or get the train. Probably the train to Scotland. I don't think my car would make it. And Tim is saying, I think that's for you, Robin. Tim is saying, do you mind killing midges, mate? Is that for me or for Robin? Not quite sure. Fortunately, I've not experienced terrible midge problems, but I know if I went at the wrong time, if I went at the wrong time of year to Scotland, I probably would. Right, we got quite a few in. Brilliant. Yeah, so I just going to kick things off, guys, and I just wanted to say thank you for helping kind of get me to 2,000 subs. As I said, I've not done a wild camp since last August, so I actually think it's a bit of a miracle that I've got to 2,000 subs, bearing in the mind I'm a wild camping channel and I've not had a chance to do a wild camp for so long. But as I say, I have been quite busy with my videos and I have tried to keep the content going for you. But yeah, just really, really pleased. I think we got to 1,000 subs. I think it was March or April last year. And it's kind of gone from there, really. So yeah, really, really, really pleased, really chuffed, and just really appreciate all the views and the likes and the subs and the comments. Love reading your comments, and thank you for the regulars, people that are just every video you're there, you're commenting, and it's really nice. Just kind of over the the life of the channel, kind of getting to know regulars like Derek there and Tim. So thank you so much. Who else we got in? Barry, Polar London. If you have time, Ascent in Scotland is amazing, mate, but it's a real mission from London. Yeah, that's the challenge, isn't it? That's the challenge. It's kind of the travel side of things. And if you've got family commitments, I guess I could take them with me, but maybe not. Oh, hello, Carrie, UK Carrie Outdoors. Welcome. Thank you very much. Yeah, I can't believe it. 2,000 subs. I just I remember getting exceptionally excited at 100 subs and just throwing the balloons out, having a bit of a party. Really, really pleased. And then it's just hit 500, then the 1,000, then the 2,000. So it's really great. It's really good, and as I said before, it's really good that I've got people that are stuck with me as well. It's great to have new people, as always. Always love having new people through the door, but it's really great having that sort of long-term support from the beginning. It means a lot. I really, really appreciate it. Tim, it's a lucky coincidence I always see your vids. Thank you. Cheers, mate. So Andy's suggesting, so going back to the idea of me going to Scotland, the sleeper train is awesome but pricey. Yeah, I suppose that, yeah, the sleeper train is an option, isn't it, Andy? Kind of adds to the experience. Hello, Leeds, Foxy Lady in lockdown in Leeds. So we've got a couple of people from Yorkshire in tonight. Welcome. I'm sorry if the lighting, I don't know how I'm coming through, whether I'm coming through a bit dark or not, guys. I've got all the lights on, and I've got a little kind of studio sort of funny light that I use for my filming. I've got that on, but still not managing to make the situation that bright. So hopefully you can see me okay. Pat. Oh, hello, Pat. I fancy a Scotland trip, but the midge problem puts me off. Yeah, it does. So Robin, if you're still there, and anyone else in the know, when is the best time to go for reducing midge exposure? When's the best time? So I don't know. We don't have many midges in East London, to be honest with you. Oh, great! You can see me. That's great. Thank you. All right, think on that one, midge experts. So yeah, I was just going on about since last August. Last August was the last World Camp, and I've described them as filler vids in between. So I've done quite a few alternative videos, done quite a few reviews, and I've actually been quite surprised, pleasantly surprised by how well the review videos have gone. And they've had some big views actually. And there's one I did on a down jacket, under £40 down jacket, and that's had something like 11,000 views, which is quite a lot for me. So yeah, they're quite good. So I'm thinking sort of moving forward, even after lockdown, I kind of developing the review side of things, because I quite enjoy doing those, and they seem to be helping quite a few people and getting some really nice feedback on that. So the wild camps will be the priority. Wild camping videos would also always be the priority, but yeah, definitely want to try and do more review videos. And I've actually been sent a product, I've been sent a torch by a company yesterday, and I'm going to be doing a review on that. So that's coming up. Preacher, oh, hang on. Preacher Bear, come down to Cornwall and do the coastal walk. We started it before I got ill. Yeah, I'd love to come down that way. Yeah, it's all on the list. I want to go everywhere. Definitely would love to come and do some camping in Cornwall. Definitely. Cornwall or Devon. We'll start a bit of a debate there. All right, so Robin is saying April, May, September, October is the best time. Okay, I probably would still bring my midge spray. Tim, was that the four class jacket? Yes, that was the one I was talking about. Yeah, it was that one, the Decathlon, the 4 class one. Yeah, absolutely. Right, I think we all need. Oh, let's have a look. West Yorkshire, Bushcraft camping and survival. I think we all need to wild camp around the whole country. I think we do actually. Yeah. But one thing I've learned actually is I'm in London, as you know, sort of East London, and there are a lot of videos on YouTube of camps in the Peak District and the lakes and the Brecon Beacons, and I love those videos, and I would love to go to those places. And I think when I first started the channel, I felt a bit under pressure that I've got to produce videos in those kinds of places. But what I've learned is you use what's on your doorstep. So I've really enjoyed over the last 3 years, 2 years. How long is it? 2 years, 3 years. Kind of exploring the southeast, because there's some some beautiful stuff down here. It might not be as mountainous and as hilly and craggy perhaps, but there are some really lovely places in the southeast, and Kent and Essex coastline, and the North Downs and the South Downs. So there's some really great places. So I would say to anyone that's kind of wild camping for the first time, kind of starting out, just to explore your region and your area. And it's not all about the Peak District and not all about the Lake District. No disrespect to those places, you know, I think they're great, but you know, there's a lot on our doorstep, and it's kind of the adventure is what you make of it, isn't it? And you kind of get out there and you can create adventure in the most sort of unexpected of places, and often not far from your house as well. Chris, mine are all close to home. Yeah. And a head net. Oh yeah, a head net. Thanks, John. Yeah. West Yorkshire. I'm from London originally. Whereabouts in London, West Yorkshire? Oh, welcome my 24-hour adventure, Jonathan. And Jimmy's in. We're all in tonight. We got people from all over. Has been his. What are you saying there, Jimmy? Has been get out and show local roots, mate. Yeah, yeah, totally. Tim, you're not going to stop until I get back on the balcony, Tim, aren't you? I can't remember actually. I mean, maybe someone can check for me. I can't check at the moment how the balcony vids have done. I think they've been quite popular. I did 2 during the first lockdown. I did 2. The first one I did was more popular than the second. The second one, so the first one was a bivvy, and then the second one I set up a tarp, a lean-to tarp, which was a little bit snug, if we're honest, a little bit snug. I'm not in a hurry to get back to the balcony. It's not the most exciting for me. It might be for you, but it's not that exciting for me. So yeah, Robin's saying, to be honest, the popular areas are well covered on YouTube, so something a bit more unique would appeal. Yeah, I agree. I think it's good to show off new areas and new places, and not just do things for the sake of it. But I think we need to be proud of our areas and our regions, and it just shows. So if I do more videos in the southeast and the kind of home counties and places like that, then I guess that shows people that can't, who don't live in this part of the world, what it's like. So those of you that don't know, I'm originally from Surrey. That's why a few of my videos are in Surrey, because I've still got a family sort of home there, parents' home there. So I've got a base there. And when I was growing up in Surrey, I think I really took it for granted how rural and wooded it is, because it's actually the most wooded county in England, I think. And there's just woods everywhere. And I go back there now to visit, and as you know, I've done a few camps in the woods there and in the hills, Surrey Hills, amazing, beautiful. So definitely many more Surrey videos, wild camping videos to come. Just checking I've not missed anyone else. Jim, also JB saying, Jim Bob Outdoors, ever thought about camping in Europe? I have actually. Yeah, I have. I've got a couple of contacts in Sweden, people that I might be able to go and stay with when things calm down again. So that's something that I'd be really interested in, in going to, and actually being shown the area by someone that knows the area. I felt quite inspired by Eric Normark and his YouTube channel. A big fan of that channel, and love all that kind of Scandinavian scenery. So yeah, definitely. If the opportunity arose, would be interested in doing some camps outside the UK. A sup of the beer. Excuse me for a sec. Preacher Bear. Hampstead Heath by the ponds allows us. We used to be there in the summer to at least twice a week night fishing. Yeah. So West Yorkshire, you went to boarding school in Surrey. Oh, whereabouts? Oh, thanks, Jimmy. So the balcony video has got 646 views. I think that's the first one. Great. Hello, Parsons Nose. Also, JB, yeah, France. You've done a couple of trips down to France, haven't you, Jim? Yeah. So, are you liking the review videos that I do? Do you think I should do some more review videos? And if so, is there anything that you think I should review? There we are. I hit you with 3 questions there. Have a think. I'm actually interested in reviewing a few more of the decathlon products because I think there's some good stuff to be reviewed there, especially for people that are on a budget. West Yorkshire says do more review videos. Snork says yep, keep them up. Thanks, Snork. Well, that's a good question. Let's put that up on the screen. Parsons knows. Do you like bushcraft as well as wild camping, Ben? So just so actually I like bushcraft, but I'm not a bushcrafter, and I think those of you that have followed me and know me and know the channel know that I'm mainly into the sort of the wild camping and the sort of the micro adventure sort of thing, putting the whole experience together for myself and the videos. So I've never really professed to be a bushcrafter or an expert or anything like that. I mean, I do watch bushcrafting videos, and there's little bits of it that's sort of creeping through a bit. So I'm doing a few more bits in the firebox, as you know, and there was a couple of videos ago where I got the flint and steel out. Yeah, I bet that shocks a few of you, and the char cloth. So yeah, little bits sort of filter through now and again, and I don't know. Yeah, I agree, Jim. Mix it up. So Big Ears, you're saying I'd love to see a review of how to use a water filter. Had one for ages, just never tried it. Yeah, that's a good idea, isn't it? I've got what's the one I've got? The Sawyer Mini, which I used last summer and was brilliant. I don't know if Graham's here, but when I did the canoe and camp in Surrey, the 2-dayer with Graham, it was that really hot heat wave. It was about 35 degrees, and I think I drank about something like sort of 7 or 8 liters of water, and most of that was filtered out of the river. So yeah, that's something to bear in mind. Thank you for that. Yeah, definitely. How about an urban stealth wild camp? Yeah, it's funny that Snork. It's always sort of been on the list, but it's just sort of how and where and how safe it would be. It might have to be more Surrey urban than East London urban, because I don't know if I would settle down to sleep that well if I was doing an urban stealth wild camp in East London. I'd have to be pretty prepared for that one. All right, just scrolling back up, because I think I might have missed a couple of things. Preacher Bear, reviews are very helpful. I'm looking for boots, so hard to find good and light pair of boots. Yeah, Hiking with Rosie did an interesting video the other day about boots versus trail runners. So yeah, I kind of been thinking about that actually as we sort of move into the warmer months, whether I want to get some trail. Is that what they're called? Trail runners? I don't know. Only ever had boots. Hello, Dad that does. Moved from Tottenham recently, wouldn't dare. Now in Surrey and still a little hesitant. Yeah. I think it's best to follow the gut instinct, isn't it, on it? If it doesn't feel right. And those of you that are in the chat tonight and that are regular wild campers know that kind of feeling. You know, sometimes we go on these little excursions and micro adventures, and very occasionally you just get that, nah, it doesn't feel right. Or even when you do a recce, perhaps you get that kind of either that excitement of like, yeah, this is ticking all the boxes, it's great, or you just think no. Millwall wild camp, yeah, I think I'll give that a miss. Snork, Millwall. Bye bye, Preacher Bear. Thank you. Thanks for joining. See you. Thank you. Run for Parliament. Oh, never thought about that. Shame you can't wild camp in Parliament Square anymore. Oh yes, of course. Yeah, so we had that. Those of you that had just joined us, we had a good question about 10 minutes ago about the 12th of April, and am I looking forward to it? And yeah, I can't wait. I don't think at the moment I'm going to go and do a wild camp on the 12th of April, because I just feel that everyone's going to be doing that, and everywhere's going to be filling up, and it's going to be crazy. So I might bide my time a little bit, but it's nice to know that that's coming in a few weeks' time. So that's really, really great. And I am planning things as well. So I've got things in the pipeline and just thinking of things that I can do. So stuff is coming. Stuff is coming. Jonathan, my 24-hour adventure. Welcome. I think once you said you work in a school, do the pupils at your school know you're a wild camper or a YouTuber? And if so, what do they think about it? Do they think you're an action hero? So I do work in a school, and they do. Some of them know that I like camping because it does come up in conversation sometimes. It actually did last week in class. But yeah, the YouTube thing I keep very quiet. I don't really tell many staff members. Some staff know that I do it, and they find it a bit interesting. I do end up being the one that makes videos in school. So the school assembly, the weekly school assembly is a video. So I've been making that and presenting that and posting that. So that's quite funny. And do they think you're an action hero? No. Sorry to disappoint you, Jonathan. What is funny though is, since all this pandemic stuff has happened and we're all living on Zoom and Teams and everything like that, so I've had to lead meetings on Teams and Zoom, and sometimes I've accidentally slipped into sort of YouTube head, and I've almost said at the end, thanks for joining. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Or I've led a staff meeting and I've nearly said, welcome to another video. Had to stop myself. Just sort of old habits, isn't it? Really. Right. Let's see who else. Dizzy Bushcraft UK. Welcome. Malham is a nice place to camp. Where's Malham? Do you mean Balham? I'll leave a link in the corridor. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, in terms of, because some people might be asking what's coming up and what am I doing next. So as I said earlier, the wild camping videos will remain the priority. I can't do them as regularly as I would like because of the sort of family commitments, but when you do get them, hopefully they'll be good. And I want to develop the reviews for the channel. I wouldn't mind trying to, subject to childcare, doing some sort of multi-day adventures, possibly, if I can. It's highly likely there's going to be another canoe and wild camp, teaming up again with Great Outdoors. So that is likely to happen as things get a bit warmer. I'd love to walk the South Downs Way. Again, that might have to be in sections as opposed to me abandoning the family for 5 or 6 days. But yeah, South Downs Way is on the list. And there's some sort of smaller ones as well. So there's the St. Peter's Way in Essex as well, which ends up at Bradwell-on-Sea. And there's another one on my doorstep actually called the Jubilee Greenway that's a London trail that was created in 2012 when the Olympics came here, because I live really near the Olympic Park. It's just about 10 minutes away. and that's about 37 miles. So that would be easy to get to, wouldn't it? So yes, that's on the list. And the Thames Path, yeah. So I did start walking the Thames Path. I've walked some of it. So I've gone from my end where I live, so the Thames Barrier. I've walked from the Thames Barrier, and I've walked about 30 miles across London to the other side of London to, where was it, Teddington Lock. And I need to do the next bit, basically. And the only thing that's been holding me up has been restrictions, because before we had the whole national lockdown, as you know, things were pretty bad for us in London in terms of the virus, and we were in tier 4, tier 5, or whatever it was, and we couldn't go anywhere. So that route is 180 miles, the whole route. So that's going to take quite a while, but there's no rush, and I'm just looking forward to sort of doing the next section of that. Maybe do little 10-mile, 15-mile stretch. So that's on the list. July Thames Walk, charity walk. Oh, that's an idea, isn't it? Yeah, I've thought about doing a charity walk, actually. And has anyone here ever done champing? I'll just type it in the comments so you know what I mean. Kent Survival did it once. Champing. It's when you do wild camping in a church. And there are some churches that they will let you camp in them overnight. You're all going, are you mad? Are you mad, Ben? Have you lost it? I'd quite like to do that. Might be a bit interesting. Different video. But yeah, got that on my list. Maybe to do a little bit of champing. Oh, welcome, Ben Gunn. And Andy, oh, hang on, let's put that up, Andy. Andy Holtorp is saying, how much money have you spent on lockdown camping purchases? Not as much as you would think, actually, Andy. Not as much as you would think. I know it's easy to sort of hit the retail therapy during these dark times, but no, I haven't spent a huge amount. It's kind of been bits and bobs. I've been kind of saving up my money for my computer, so I'm actually talking to you on my new computer. So I guess that's where most of the money's gone. Derek is saying there is a ruined church near to me. Sometimes I head out there with a firebox. Sounds great, Derek. Yeah. Yeah, that's also on my list, actually. I'd like to get some camps in some ruins, like some old priories or castles. There's plenty of those around as well. So just need to do a bit more research on that. But I've got a couple of thoughts in mind for some wild camping ruin videos. A couple of people have been asking me about the giveaway. So the last giveaway, well, someone might have to help me on that one. Well, the last giveaway was sort of a mini giveaway. It was the 1,500 subs. And I think I had some stickers made up. So I had these Londoner Outdoors vinyl stickers, and I think I just gave those out. And the 1,000 sub, oh, what was it? I think it was a book. I think, got a feeling I bought this book for someone and some other bits. Maybe you won it and you're on here and you can tell me, because I can't remember. But yeah, I need to get a prize organised for the 2,000 subs, so that is coming. I know some people have been asking me, but that, yeah, the 2,000 sub video is coming to get the giveaway. Someone asked me about the computer. Let's just go. Where's that? Parsons knows. What is new PC? Oh, so I am a Apple person. Parsons knows. It's a MacBook Pro. I was editing on a MacBook Air, but it was starting to creak under the strain. of my editing demands, and so we've upgraded and gone to a MacBook Pro. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, Snork, yeah, you got one of the stickers, didn't you? You've stuck it on your bottle. Good man, thank you. All right, Jimmy, thank you. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Take care, mate. Take care. So Angela, let's see what you've spent your money on. You spent a few pounds on dehydrated ingredients at the end of December, ended up making soups, risottos with them. So at least they were used. Yeah, not wasted, eh? Not wasted. Tim, Bennett was a book on the coastal path. I remember now. Are you sure about that, Tim? Are you sure you're not confusing me with someone else? Yeah, so I was talking earlier just about the sort of challenges of balancing family life with doing the YouTubing, because there's a lot of YouTubers out there that are able to kind of put content up very regularly, maybe even weekly, and I think that's brilliant if you can do that. Absolutely brilliant. But those of you that are YouTubers or who have got family will understand the sort of like the pressure. So I mean, I get a lot out of it. You know, and my family understand that I get a lot out of the wild camping and getting myself out into the middle of nowhere and making the videos, and it works really well for me. It's good for my well-being and all that. But you know, I have to be realistic. And I think at the beginning, when I first started doing the YouTubing, at the beginning, I was getting myself into a bit of a pickle, thinking, oh, I've not put a video up. I haven't done one for 2 weeks or 3 weeks or whatever, and then I just decided just to do what I can do, and whatever I do just to try and do it really well. So I do put a lot of time into making the videos. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and you know, I will spend days and days editing it until it's absolutely right and the music's right and everything's kind of in place, because I just want it to be you know, the best that I can do. So so even though I can't whack the content up as regularly as I would like, I do try to put everything into the videos that I do. So I think on the channel homepage, it says it describes me as a twice monthly uploader. So that's always been my aim, is try and get a couple of videos up a month if possible. There are times in the school holidays where I have a bit more time on my hands and a bit more childcare available, so I can occasionally sort of increase that a little bit. Right, so let's have a check in. West Yorkshire's just bought a hammock from eBay. Smiley Milej, if I pronounce that correctly, just showing my support. Enjoy the channel, stay safe. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you. Dizzy Bushcraft, I just bought a Lavu, can't wait to use it. Yeah, you know, I'm quite tempted to get one of those, actually. I keep sort of dipping into those sort of those military surplus websites and having a little look. I am tempted to get one. It's the weight puts me off a little bit, but they do look good. I'm thinking about that. Angela, you've been setting up your climate sky bivvy in the local nature reserve. Thank you, Robin. All the best, mate. Take care. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Ria Lebran, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the support. That's very nice of you. Thank you. Mark saying, hi, Kimmy Rosie. Mark, doing what you can do really well is the way to go, Ben. I often spend a few days playing with a video before I upload it. Yeah, I totally agree. And sometimes I'll do a rough edit of the video, and just to kind of get a shape to it and get it kind of in place, and then I'll come back the next day and I'll have a look at it and realize it's far too long. or something. Alistair Hayes. Oh, that's right. So Alistair, let's put you up, Alistair. Here we are. Is a winner, a Londoner Outdoors winner. I think it was was that the 1,000 sub giveaway? I got a feeling it was for a prize like that. Yeah, it's the UCO fire pit, grill and fire pit, wasn't it? Yeah, I remember that. Sending that off to you, Alistair. How is that? Is that working well? That little gadget. Still got mine. Use it occasionally. Hello, Healing Hearts. Dad that does is saying, I keep looking at hot tents, but the stoves are so expensive for a light portable one. Yeah. Have you tried? I mean, have you tried AliExpress? Maybe I don't know what your budget is, but I mean, sometimes AliExpress is quite good for kind of copies or cheaper versions of the sort of like the bigger brands. Might be worth sort of taking a look. Michelle, hi Michelle. Michelle is asking me, what is your favourite bit of kit? I think I've been thinking about this actually. I think my favourite bit of kit, and it might surprise you, is my Trangia spirit burner. So it's not fancy. It's not you know a new thing. You know they've been around for eons, but I really like the alcohol burner, the Trangia burner. It's just so versatile. Just love the simplicity of it. I love it that it takes longer. I love it. It doesn't make any sound. I like it. I have to sort of like fiddle about with it a little bit. It's yeah. So that's one of my favourite bits of kit. And my new tent, I like. I say new. It's not actually that new. My Wild Country Helm 1. It's just that I've not really had a chance to use it a huge amount, so it still feels new. I really like that tent at the moment, so I need to do a review video on that. So once I can get out of East London and I can get to a space where I can get the tent up, I am going to do a full review of the Wild Country Helm Compact 1. So that is coming. Thank you, Michelle. Yeah, can't beat a Trangia, Snork. Cannot beat a Trangia. I'm thinking of getting one of the bigger Trangia kits actually, with all the gubbins and the bits and the kettles and everything. And the other thing I'm thinking of getting is a Kelly kettle or a Gilly kettle, Kelly kettle, yeah, where you make the fire inside the kettle. So yeah, I'm looking at getting that, making a video of one of those. Hello, Mark. Mark Posty, First Class Adventures, welcome. I'm afraid my editing is always rough. Then I hand it to my editor wife. I am now relaxed about my videos, and like you said, don't worry too much if I can't get a video out every week. Yeah, absolutely, Mark. Yeah, we just got to do what we can do. It is a hobby, isn't it? It's not our job. For most of us, it's not a job. It's a hobby, and I think we have to remember that. You know, we've got lives, and we've got to kind of balance everything, and remember we've got our families to keep an eye on and our partners as well. So I think when it starts taking over and consuming us and we're knocking out videos daily, I think it probably is a bit too much. Oh, good to hear, Alistair, that the stove is going well. You're making the most of that. All right, Angela, good night. Thanks for joining us. Looking forward to seeing you soon. Take care. So yeah, I've had a thought about some other things. These are just thoughts, by the way, but I've been thinking about a website possibly where I can kind of as an add-on to the videos, because I often find that when I make the videos, I'm conscious that they've got good pace and they kind of reflect the experience that I'm having, but that they don't go on forever. And often there's sort of things that I want to say or include that I don't. And so I've been wondering about a kind of a blog or a website whereby I might upload photos or write about the experience, possibly. So yeah, I don't know what you think about that. Whether you think that's a good idea or a bad idea. I've been thinking about podcasts as well, maybe as another sort of add-on to the little experiences that I have, so that if you enjoy the video, maybe it might be something like you watch one of my videos and then it says to find out more, sort of click here, listen to the podcast, or go to the website and see some additional footage or something like that. So that's something I'm wondering about. Just got to make it manageable, really. So Dad That Does, you've just started a YouTube video, YouTube channel, sorry, and you did a show us your brew steak, good. But you didn't feel that the content was much good unless you can get out and about. Yeah, right. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I've just sort of learned just from doing it and just making mistakes. Some of the earlier videos I did were pretty rough around the edges, and one of the biggest things I've learned is from watching other YouTubers. So, and I've just tried to learn from them and sort of think, okay, well, I'm really enjoying this particular video from this YouTuber. Why am I enjoying it? Oh, it's probably because of that and that. And then I've noticed other kind of creators doing similar things, and then you sort of take inspiration from that. Just in terms of sort of pace and shots and edits and speed of this and whatever. So yeah, but and at the same time, I think you have to be yourself and you have to put your own stamp on your videos. And there's no point just trying to copy other people. You can take inspiration, but I think you just have to be yourself. And I think Mark, First Class Adventures, if he's still here, it's sort of hitting the nail on the head. Actually, you just have to, you just got to be yourself, be true to yourself, and produce your own content, your own channel, and as people follow you, then I guess you'll know that they're following you for you, kind of thing. So podcasts, Tim, yes, podcasts on wild animal attacks. Squirrel attacks, maybe. Tricky Nick 1, hi matey, be good when we can get out again. You've helped through lockdown, so thanks. I'm glad to be of assistance. Thank you, Nick. Right. I've just got to tend to a crying daughter, so you're going to have to talk amongst yourselves for a moment, and I'll be back shortly. Okay, back in a second, guys. challenges of parenting. Sorry about that. My daughter was having a nightmare in the next room, so I had to go and give her a quick cuddle. Anyway, I'm back now. Let's just catch up. I'm intrigued by the rats attack. I must have missed the answer to that. Right, hang on. Sorry, guys, just throwing me a little bit. Right, let's have a beer. Right, there was a question somewhere. Lewis, what was your best camp and why? What was your best camp and why? Oh dear, it's a tricky one, isn't it? I don't know. I think I've got best camps for different reasons. I don't know if there's a best camp. I enjoyed, so one of the ones that comes into my mind is the Iron Age Hill Fort. That was last year, and I think that was a special one because it was the first wild camp after the first lockdown that we had, that huge lockdown one. Excuse me. Yeah, that was good because I hadn't camped again for months and months. It was the first one, and I was on my own, and it was really bleak, and yeah, it was good, really, really good. It was pretty windy and rough, but those of you that seen the video, but it was good fun. It was good fun. So yeah, that was special. What other ones? The Thunderstorm Wild Camp in the Army Pillbox in Suffolk, that some of you might have seen. So that basically it was a planned wild camp. It's about 2 years ago. There was a planned wild camp, and I was aware that the weather was going to turn a bit rough, but it turned very rough. And I had two choices. I had to kind of walk back to the car or go to the pillbox that was nearer, and there was lightning coming down really, really close. So I went into the pillbox. So that was pretty exciting. That was pretty exciting. Bit scary, but pretty exciting. So yeah, I don't know. I don't have a single best camp, but there's a couple there for you. So if you're still here, survivalist chick, I missed the thing about the rats. Sorry, I feel a little bit I've missed something there, like I've missed out. Tricky Nick, loved your DD tarp setup, and Bivvy, looking to do that myself. Thanks, Nick. Yeah, I do love that DD tarp. Well, I've got two DD tarps. I've got a standard one. They're both 3x3 meters. I've got the standard one, which is the multicam, which is great. Really blends in well. It's lovely. And I've got my Coyote Brown super light tarp, and that one is really good as well. That's really light. That's about 570 grams, I think. So last year when I did an overnighter in Surrey, and I did it in a 33-litre backpack, I think, or was it a 40-litre? 33-litre backpack. And I just took my walking poles and the DD Superlight tarp, and I made a tarp tent. And it was great. It was perfect. It was perfect setup. Really, really good. So thanks for that, Nick. Dizzy saying that they've seen all my videos. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you for the support. Tim's asking if I've got a family wagon. I do have a family wagon of sorts, Tim. Don't get to use it much with the lockdown. Chris JB, Was there a single tipping point that prompted you to make YouTube videos, or was it a more gradual thing that sort of crept up on you? I think it was more a gradual thing. It just sort of happened. So I didn't sort of wake up one day and decide that I want to do YouTubing. Far from it. I didn't even really watch a lot of YouTube a few years ago. That's changed a bit now. But no, what happened was I decided a few years ago to introduce my eldest daughter to camping, because when I was younger I loved camping and I was in the Scouts and everything, and I just wanted her to sort of experience that, and also I was missing it a bit myself. So we just went to a kind of standard campsite and kind of enjoyed it. And then I don't know what happened was I think I heard about something called wild camping. This was about 2017, I think. I heard about the term wild camping, and I think I Googled it or something, or I just put it into YouTube and suddenly realized that there was thousands of videos to do with wild camping. So I spent about a year just watching other YouTubers and just learning from them, and yeah, found that quite addictive. Used to watch a lot of videos. And then I think it was 2018, I just decided, I don't know, I think someone suggested to me, or I just had a thought about why not have a go. And I thought, why not? You know, got nothing to lose. So I just filmed myself camping and taught myself how to edit. I didn't really know how to edit, so just had some software on my computer and just had a go, and then put that up, and it got a few views, and quite enjoyed it, actually, the process of sort of making the video and getting the feedback, and it kind of went from there, really. So it was an unexpected start, and then it was sort of gradual, and then it's just kind of grown, I suppose, over the last 2 years. So it started in October 2018. So just, yeah, two and a half years now, the channel's been going. Do check out Chris JB's channel, everyone. He's got a really great channel. And he's really good. He's just really interesting. He's got good presenting style. So if you get a chance, do check out Chris's channel. Oh, good to see there's other ex-members of the Scouts here. Oh, so Tim, you're saying the superbike highways are great fun for you in London. I've actually thought, Tim, about doing a video on a Boris bike. And if you don't know what a Boris bike is, it's when Boris Johnson was our mayor, I think it was him that introduced the bike hire scheme. So we've got these bikes all over London that you just pick up and you cycle, and then you just dock them wherever you want to dock them. So yeah, I've got this sort of idea for a video of me kind of getting one of these bikes and then cycling it around London and stopping for a brew somewhere. I don't know, just a random bit of a random thought at the moment. Right, I think I've got some questions for you guys. Thank you for the questions I've been getting, but I've got some questions. If I can open my phone. Okay, so my question for all of you wonderful people is, what are you looking forward to most about the return to wild camping? What are you looking forward to most about the return to wild camping? I think I'm looking forward to just getting outside, just getting away from the park, the local park, and just getting right out there, and just that process of filling up the rucksack again, planning, getting it all ready, and maybe having a bit of a hike and sleeping outdoors again would be really, really cool. And that sort of peace and quiet and just having time to yourself. So don't know about you guys. So Snork is saying, getting out into my local forests. Fiverless Chick is saying, freedom. Freedom, absolutely. Yeah, getting back into the great outdoors, West Yorkshire. Trying out my new tent in fresh air and lots of green. Yeah, getting back to the Peak District. Just getting out. Yeah. I suppose the thing is lots of other people are going to have the same idea. So I suppose we have to just be quite selective about where we go. The scenery from Michelle. Yeah, absolutely. Trying out the winter sleeping bag in 30 degrees on Dartmoor, 30 degrees C. Chris is saying, looking forward to getting back to the Yorkshire Dales. Yeah. When I was a kid, I got taken on holidays to the North Yorkshire moors, Chris. Used to stay in cottages, bleak, sort of dark times on the Yorkshire moors. Yeah. I think some of the parks are going to be very busy, aren't they? Yorkshire Dales, Lake District. I think there's going to be some. Yeah, it's going to be quite crowded in some places. I think we need it. I think we need it for our well-being. I think we definitely need a bit of outdoors therapy. Don't know about you, but that's what I need. Really make just the world good for me. Just love slowing down. Coastal camping. Oh, absolutely. Can't beat a coastal camp, Aid. Can't beat a coastal camp. Yeah, I think the Peak District is going to be pretty busy, isn't it? Pretty busy. All right, next question for you. Tent or tarp? Short one. There we are. Tent or tarp? I'm 50-50. There you go. I'm going to just sit on the fence. Tent or tarp? I guess a tarp has versatility, but then there's some great tents out there as well. Both from Nick. Tent for Andy. Sorry, I just missed your comment there, Mark. All right, Mark wants to get out in the bivvy bag with his tarp, cooking from scratch, going to stay local. Yeah, that's probably a good idea, actually, isn't it? Stay local initially. Hammock, tent, tarp. Oh, bit of a mixed bag. Yeah, I guess it does depend on the weather, doesn't it? It depends on what you're doing and where you are and what your needs are, really. Okay, so here's another one. Food when wild camping. Do you prefer to cook food from scratch or go with the boil in the bag option and the trekking food and the dehydrated? So are we food from scratch or boil in the bag? I've aired more towards boil in the bag, I have to say, but I'm getting a bit bored of it now. So that's a little post-lockdown target for me, to try and do a bit more from scratch if I can. A bit more rewarding and probably a bit more healthy and a bit more filling. I suppose the advantage, Michelle, of boiling in the bag is you don't have any washing up to worry about, do you? I hate washing up and camping, or sorting out mucky food and mucky pans. Is anyone else like that, or is that just me being lazy? Spam is your friend. Oh, you can't beat spam, Derek. So Northern Images Photography, you're saying that you make extra when you're making stews and curries and you put them in your own bags to boil when camping. Good tasting, cheap and convenient. Oh, that's such a good idea, isn't it? I've had the intention of doing that, but it hasn't really come to fruition yet. I do love that idea. I think I did look once at buying some of those special boil in the bag bags, and then decanting some dinner into it. There's a YouTuber some of you know called Patrick Dickinson, and he dehydrates all his own meals. So he's got some sort of dehydrator thing at home, and he makes a spag bowl. He dehydrates it, and then he takes that out into the peaks. So that's a thought, isn't it? Lots of people from scratch. Oh, you're making me feel terrible, guys. I need to start sorting it out. Chris W, food from scratch. Mark, going to start cooking from scratch. I think there are some situations though, aren't there, where the weather's terrible, you're in the hills, you're freezing cold, and you just want to eat. And some of the better quality boil in the bags are just the thing that you need. You just want to eat, and they just hit the spot. I do find that the portions are a little bit measly, so sometimes I take two. Don't tell anyone. Take two. On the coast can forage. Oh yeah, foraging is an option, isn't it? That's so true, Ade. That is so true. Everything tastes better outdoors. I did a pasta with a dolmio stir in. It was incredible. I probably would be a bit embarrassed about having that at home, but when I had that in the woods that time, that was amazing. Love a seafood feast on a beach. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah. So Healing Heart, is that seafood that you've brought in, or is it a catch and cook? So do you like to catch your seafood and then feast on it on the beach? Is that what you mean? Well, that's an idea from Steve there. Stephen. Vacuum packing devices are quite cheap, and with the right strong bags, they're better than a boil in the bag. That's a thought, isn't it? That's an idea. I've gone right off the Wayfarers. I'm not that mad on the Wayfarers. The other brands, the yellow ones, Summit. Is it Summit to Eat? Some of those have been all right, acceptable. There's quite a few of them, isn't there? There's a really good website actually, guys, called I think it's called basecampfood.co.uk, and it has all of the boil in the bag sort of freeze dried meal brands all in one place, and the prices are quite good, and I think they include delivery as well. So basecampfoods.co.uk. I'll put it in the chat. I think that's it, but I'm sure if you Google it, you'll be able to find it. So, foraged seafood, winkles and limpets, seaweed and coastal veggies, prawns, mussels. Oh, that sounds great. That sounds really good. All right, guys. So I've been going for about an hour. So I told myself that I wouldn't make this overrun unless there was a desperate need for it. Because I think sometimes these things can drag on a little bit, and I don't want to force you to listen to me droning on for 2 hours or anything like that. So we'll give it a few more minutes. If there's any final questions that you want to ask, want to pop in the chat, and we'll get those up on the screen and have a look at those questions just in the last sort of 5 minutes or so. Not a bad beer, this. You can see that. Oopsie. No. London Beer Factory Hazy Days Session IPA, 4.6%. Not bad. I've actually taken that on this was the beer that came with me to the Iron Age Hill Fort, actually, I think. Thank you, West Yorkshire. Really appreciate you sticking with me tonight. Really appreciate your questions and your input. Right, a couple of final questions. Ben, could you drink Thames water through your filter? I guess it depends how thirsty I was, Tim. It's a good filter, I'll give you that. I drank water out of the Riverway in Surrey, and I was fine. I'm not sure about the Thames. I don't know. I'll come back to you on that. Healing Heart, did you do that painting on the wall behind you? I didn't actually know. It was commissioned by my wife, and the artist was in Gibraltar, I think, or Spain. That's about as much as I know. Sorry. Let's just check. I've not missed any questions. Alistair, have you tried Tasty Bite? They do some really nice boil in the bag meals and in home bargains for 59p. I haven't tried those, Alistair, actually. I don't know where I've got home bargains near me. I don't think, and if they're in East London. But thanks for the heads up. Tim, have you gone mudlarking the Thames recently, Ben? No, I haven't. I haven't, Tim. I might get back down to Wapping, because there's a nice little stretch along there where you can kind of do that and have a broom when the tide's out. Right, final question from Sam. Welcome, Sam. Late to the party. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm going to try, if I can, to post this onto the channel. I can't remember if it does it automatically, so I'll soon find out when I end the broadcast. But I will put this on the channel. So if you want to go back and look over things again, if you've arrived late, then I'll give you that option. Have you thought about any catch and cook camps, coastal fishing? Yeah, I like the sound of it. I mean, I'm not a fisher person. I did do a little bit when I was younger. So I don't know. It'd probably be something I'd want to collaborate with someone on. So go with someone who kind of knows what they're doing. But wouldn't say no. Always up for new experiences. Always up for new experiences. All right, guys. Well, listen, I'm going to wrap it up there. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you spending the time on here tonight. And I did wonder whether I was going to have to go and be a parent halfway through, and I did. So thank you. I had visions of coming back, and you'd all gone, or there'd be like 2 people there. So thank you for being patient. Really, really appreciate that. And thanks for your support. And there's going to be a torch review video coming up soon, and I've got a couple of other things to come. And 12th of April can't come soon enough, can it? All right, guys, take care. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your evening and the weekend. Take care, guys.